Hi, I'm a pretty lucky guy. I've got the best subscribers in the world. They're even sending me knives to sharpen. So good on you. Let's have a look and see what I've got in the mailbag today. Oh, global with a broken tip. We'll get that sorted. And I'll do that by bringing the spine down to that new, the top of the chip will be the new tip of the blade. So you don't lose any more than he's already lost. Nice. Oh, some Wusthofs. Old. Nice. These rivets are a little bit dishwashery, I'm guessing. Pete. That tip looks fairly sharp, so that means that probably has never been sharpened professionally. That looks like a pretty good condition edge, so they're going to come out fantastic. This one, no problems. Boning knife, should be all right. Bit of a reverse curve there. Utility. Okay, well, let's get started. We'll start off with the global. We'll take this over to the sander and we'll give it a new tip and then come over and sharpen. We'll just finish it off on the 1x30. Still getting used to this machine. Yep, that feels good. Lovely. Okay. I'll show you. The 2500 grit that I've got on there gives it the same sort of sheen as the rest of the knife. The rest of the spine doesn't look super shiny, and so that looks great. I think it's 2,500, might be 800. It's an A30, which is an 800 grit, sorry. Gives it the perfect finish. All right. Global. I'm going to do it at 14 degrees per side, 28 degrees total. It's in pretty good condition, so it shouldn't take long. Blackstone's down to about 200 mil now, so I've used up about 50 mil. It's nearly finished, a little bit left. It's gone quite well. I think it's lasted longer than 3 or 4 months, which is what the normal wheels last for. I haven't counted how many knives, but I'm guessing it's way over. And given these are only about $20 or $30 more than the standard SG wheel, I think I'm going to probably buy another one. The wheel is set to the fine setting, so I'm okay doing several passes at once. I can see a bird developing. Just need a bit of extra heel work on this one. I was a bit shy. Got it now. Perfect. Just smooth it off a little bit. Make sure that I am on that smooth setting. The grinding marks look a bit big. Wooden block helps to lower the grains. Oh, much better. Much better. Oh, bit of a facet on the back. I'll have to get rid of that. Nice. Beautiful. Have a look at this. Just magnificent. Small minds are easily amused, however. I find that fascinating. Don't know about you guys. No need to overdo the honing, and I don't think there's any need for a front rest for precision honing. I lay it down as close as I can to the bevel and then lift it up a little bit to get to the apex, and they come up fantastic. Perfect. Let's have a look. Beautiful. Beautiful. Bit of a squirt. And another thing I do on these globals, this point here, very sharp, very dangerous. I'll just round them off a little bit with my Easy Lap diamond stone. I've got a whole set of them there. Oh, up here, the yellow. This is the medium. Just a little bit. And I use the blue fine. This one's from Dyer Sharp. You can find these on eBay. I'd like to say Amazon, but Amazon has the most atrocious search engine. You just can't focus on what you want to. On eBay, you can put quotes around the exact thing that you're looking for. You can put minus words, so it removes search results with that word that you don't want on there. You know, for example, diamond sharpening, it might come up with diamond rings. So you put minus rings, and it takes all the diamond rings out of the search result. You can't do that on Amazon. Amazon, worst search engine on earth. Worst. All right. Now that I'm looking at this Wusthof, I can see that it does have a few little chippies. Right, so I might just take it over to the sander and give it just a little run just to take those out. And I can tell when see the silver shine there, I just run that along the edge and I look for little black divots, and there are none there. Nice. Okay, I've done that. Now on a Wusthof with very good condition edge, factory, it's very thin still here at the end, so it doesn't need a 30. I'm going to give it a 32. That'll give it a nice thin bevel that looks factory correct. This will be should be super sharp. Oh, Chili's eating grass again. It's not the 80s, mate. Too much grass is not good for you. Nice. Now, because I'm starting with a flat edge, I'm going to go back to the 80 grit to roughen up the wheel a bit. Otherwise we'll be here forever. Doesn't need much, because obviously, it goes without saying, every time you do this you wear the wheel down a lot. I just want to show you something. When dealing with bolsters, as you're grinding the knife, obviously it's lowering the knife more and more and more and more. So what you don't want is to come up and have a big cove up here towards the bolster tip. So what I do is I just take off the pressure on the grinder towards the end, and so that way it always finishes nicely up at that tip. This side you can see it a little bit better. See how I'm taking the pressure off and just finishing nicely, so that when you do your herb chopping, right, I'll use that board there. When you do your herb chopping, you're not going to find a big air gap under here that squashes your herbs. I've got a bird developing, so a couple of more passes. Beautiful. Now, smooth the wheel off, 320. And a little bit of oak action. Nice, all done. Perfect. Maybe a little bit more tip. Nice. Nice. I need more adjectives, don't I? Well, that's what happens when you're the class clown. Just try some suede first, in case just a gentle strop is all it needs. Magnificent. Maybe a little bit more. And one for the viewers at home. Great entry. Good glidage. Magnificent. All right. Squirty squirt. Now the carving knife. Just by the way, the difference between a chef knife and a carving knife. They're the same height, but the carving knife is narrower. See that? And it's narrower so I can get into the joints of the lamb roast on a Sunday. Specifically meant for Sundays. Now you know. Right, how's this edge? Looks fantastic, nothing to see. I'll put it on here. Now, the bolster on this is a little bit caved in, but it doesn't matter on these. Right, you can see that that's higher than there. Right, but it doesn't matter because you'll never be chopping herbs because your knuckles are in the way, see? So you'll never be able to do that. On the chef knife, it's higher, and you can do that. But on this, it doesn't matter, so they can stay as they are. This one for your stiff shit book. So, again, we'll choose 32 degrees on this. That's plenty. 16 degrees per side. I love these old ones. They're so fast. There you go. Done. How hard was that? Try and get away on the fine setting. Oh, nearly there. Ah, interesting little development. I don't know where this guy popped up from. Oh, and he's got a mate. Really, there he is. See, little chip there, and his mate up here. Right, so I'm just going to take care of those by going back to the rough setting, and I'll grind through them. There's no need to take it over to the sander, they're not that severe. Notice how slow I'm travelling. I've seen some people on YouTube really just hoe in and go backwards and forwards and go like as if they're being chased by zombies or something. There's no need. Slow, just pretend you're welding and you're going slowly, slowly. Give the wheel a chance to do its job. This guy's gone. This guy is persisting just a little tiny bit. Chili's barking. I may have a customer. Nope. Chili says false alarm. Okay, we're all done. Burr achieved. Let's smooth it off a bit. I finish my knives at about 1,000 grit. I find that's plenty. Plus, it gives them a bit of teeth or tooth. Get them to grip those skins. Tomato, tomato, potato. Nobody says potato, so I don't know where that came from. All right, we're done. I might as well have a look. Those beautiful bevels. Tormek may not be the fastest sharpening method on earth, but it certainly is precise when used properly. Hey, do me a favour. If you've watched this far in, hit the like button. A lot of people watching, not many people hit the like button. I know it's easy to forget, but it really helps. It tells the algorithm that you like the movie, and it sends more people like you, and I know there's nobody else like you. You're into bloody visual, but sends more people that are into the things that you're into to my channel. And where I'm up to 72,000 subscribers now, more. Can't imagine getting a silver star at 100,000. Not a star, a silver play button. That'll be an achievement. Never thought that'd happen. Alright, are we there? We're there. Help me make it happen. Oh, one for the viewers at home. Bloody brilliant, mate. Beautiful. Now the boning knife. Now boning knives are traditionally done at a higher angle because they're expected to hit the bone. When we sharpen at 30 degrees or even less, that edge is pretty much like a foil. Very, very fragile and thin. You don't want to be bumping it and carrying it on by hitting it into a bone. So these are generally done at 20 degrees per side. Boning knives, 20. And that way they stay sharper for longer. They're not really meant for slicing, although they certainly could be. Now, because I'm going to be coming in on this reverse curve, I just want to round these corners off a little bit, just a little bit. You don't want to leave them rough. Get them smooth. Now, I've mentioned this several times, but where you can buy these diamond plates are eBay Australia. That's ebay.com.au. You look for diamond sharpening plates and you get the ones with the black foam on the back. They last longer. There you go. You see, and as I come up along here, I'm on the radius of the wheel. It makes it a smoother transition. Might get more hits now that I've mentioned the word transition. Well, I don't know what they would want with my channel. That's it. I have a burr. And you can see that the bevel is much smaller, more dainty. See that? It looks correct as well, you know what I mean? It's not ginormous. Bull Mastiff. I'll give it one more pass. You can see by utilising the radius on the corner of the wheel, I come up here beautifully. See that? Nice. And I've even got a burr on here. Beautiful. Oh, we're nearly finished. That's no good. A special treat coming up in the next video that you see, I'm pretty sure, will have been professionally edited. I hired a professional editor. Now still, he's got to work with my camera work, which is not brilliant at the best of times, but he's going to do some proper professional editing, and he's going to make a short for me as well, so that'll be exciting. Probably a bit expensive for me to do constantly, but I did want to test him and see what his skills are like and see what sort of reaction we get from the algorithm. Are people going to watch for longer? Because that's what the algorithm needs, is to see people watching longer. If you can watch the whole movie, that's even better. that tells YouTube that you're totally satisfied. And if you leave a like and a comment, that's even better. If you want to leave a comment and you're not quite sure what to leave, just tell me where you are, what city, what country, and what are you watching this on. You're watching it on a tablet, a phone, an iPad, a television, big TV. 36%, which is most of you, not most of you, but the highest percentage of people watching my movies are on gigantic TVs. How good is that? I find that extraordinary. Now, being 40 degrees, I'm not sure how slicey it's going to be through this paper because it's a pretty obtuse angle. But we'll see how we go. Oh, not bad. Maybe a little bit more. One for the viewers at home. Oh, great entry. Good glidage. Oh. Let's try that again. My back to the camera. What sort of professional are you, mate? I'm an anti-professional. Mate. That is a mate with 4 A's. All right. Last one. Utility. Edges in good condition. Should be easy. We'll do this one at 32 degrees. Change this back to 16 per side. It's got a bit of a nub end, so I'm just going to give it on the rough. Spending a bit of extra time on the tip there, just to give it a nice pointy end. Already got a burr. Special shout out to Warren at Honed by Jones. It's a channel you should all be subscribed to. He's a very good sharpener. Does a lot of farmers market. Bought himself a nice little trailer, and he recently did a little series on the batteries that he uses and how much power these use. Now on the panel here it says 200 watts, but he showed me on the batteries themselves they've got a meter of how much wattage is being drawn, and they only draw about 98 watts. So that means that I can buy a battery that is twice or half the price that I thought it was supposed to be. Which means I only have to spend $1 billion on batteries instead of $1 trillion. That's handy. With all the lithium explosions happening around the world, I'm not sure that that's a good idea anyway. I'll let you in on another little bit of news for watching the whole movie. I've booked a guy to come in and help me rejig this whole set and make it a little bit nicer. I might buy some more machines and see if I can get a nice arrangement here, so the whole new set. So that's something to look forward to. Letting the cat out of the bag there a little bit, but I thought, oh well, you may as well know. Give you something to look forward to. If I can look a little bit more professional now that you're all coming to watch. I want to make sure you get a nice view. All right. Oh. Wusthof has such nice steel. I'm sure that's part of it. It just takes and keeps and gets a sharper edge. Much easier than the cheaper knives. Look at that. That's magnificent. All right, that's it, folks. Now, thank you to Peter for these. I'll get them in the post to you tomorrow probably. And don't forget, I've still got a few Baz knives left. These are magnificent knives. Everybody's enjoying them. I'm sending them all over the world. Beautiful rosewood handle, VG10, 8.3 inch knife, very broad. Right, so scooping up, very stiff. So it's hard, it's got a big V grip, nice 45-degree V grip there for the handle. Rosewood handle, just beautiful knives. My own brand, support the channel, grab one. I've got 3 left in this batch. and then don't know when the next batch is coming. Thank you very much for supporting me. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next movie. Oh, Chili? You want to see Chili? Where are you, Chili? Hang on. There you are. Oh, they all say hello. Bow to your viewers. No? You go outside? Go on. Go outside. Bye-bye.